Hey, what's up everyone? YankeeBaseBlog here. It is Monday, September 23rd, 2013. This past week, the Yankees were 3-3, so it's really looking downhill from here. They are currently 4 games out of a wild card spot, and they only have 2 series left to play. Therefore, it is not looking good for the Yanks. However, this week was not really about their record. It was, in a sense. I mean, with everything that the Yankees have been through this year, as I said last week, it's surprising that they're still in it, and they still technically are in the race, but they have to hop over a bunch of teams in order to get to the playoffs, and honestly, it's not looking good, because, you think about, alright, well, if they were going into Tuesday's game against the Rays 3 games out, I mean, you think maybe there's a chance that they can somehow pull it off, but they are going in 4 games out, so even if they do win, they do sweep the Rays, they're still going to be 1 game out, and you don't know, who's going to kind of be in that spot in the first place, because it could be the Rangers, it could be the Indians, it could be the Royals, we just don't know. So it's all up in the air for now, and it's not looking good for the Yankees. Therefore, with that being said, I want to talk about Mariano Rivera and Andy Pettitte. Now, obviously, Andy Pettitte announced that he will retire on Friday, and it stinks. Obviously, it's the second time we've been through this before, and he said that he didn't want to kind of take away from Mariano Rivera's, farewell tour, if you will. But it's still a huge loss for the Yanks, and he went out there on Sunday, and he pitched a really solid game. Did get a loss, though, but he pitched really, really well for his last start at Yankee Stadium. He had a really nice standing ovation after he left, and it was really nice. And it again, it hasn't hit me yet, but it definitely will hit me that Andy Pettitte and Mariano Rivera are retiring. I mean, you think, again, I will make kind of a real tribute video, I guess, to them, but just to kind of sum up my thoughts, it's just crazy to think, 2 people who I've watched all my life have made such an impact on, the Yankee fan that I became, are saying goodbye. And obviously Mariano Rivera had a huge, as I can say, huge ceremony on Sunday. It was beyond amazing. They retired his number, which is, right away, it's huge, simply for the fact that there have been, I would say, 3 other Yankees that I can think of whose numbers should be retired right now, but they're not. Obviously, ones that were on the team during 96, 98, 99, and 2000. World Series teams. But today they retired his number, and yesterday, they retired his number, and it was such an amazing thing to watch. Obviously, when I got teary-eyed, and I actually wasn't watching the game, but when I watched the video, it was just it was a lot of emotions, a lot of things, and it hasn't come into perspective yet that we've been so lucky all of these years to have a closer be automatic. If you got to the 9th inning and the Yankees were winning, the game was over. Obviously there were some occasions where he didn't come through, but for the most part, for 652 times, he came through. And moving forward, that's going to be just a really big kind of slap in the face for Yankee fans. it's not, like, games aren't 8 innings long. Like, we actually have to, like, get 3 outs in the 9th inning. Like, that happens? Like, what? But no, it's just, again, it hasn't come into perspective yet, and I think it really will come into perspective next year when we called down David Robertson in the 9th inning or somebody else to try and get those last 3 outs. It's gonna be interesting, but Mariano Rivera is just beyond what we could ask for the past 19, 20, like 18 years essentially. My entire life, he has been a Yankee, and it's going to be awful to see him go on and do something besides play baseball. Also, I mean, again with the ceremony, it was just amazing. Metallica played Enter Sandman. A bunch of former Yankees came back, and it was just beyond amazing. So with that being said, I don't want to talk about the awfulness of this past week, even though it has kind of been bad, because it should be a time to kind of reflect on Mariano Rivera and Andy Pettitte and less about, the awful position the Yankees are in right now. So I will see everyone next week. Hopefully with some decent news. Not really. Not looking like it, but the season is almost over, and it shouldn't be. The season just started. So see everybody next week. Bye.